Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Moly Super Peeling Liquid and the Holika Baby Silky Foot Mask Sheet. To point out the obvious right now, this is going to be 2 fail reviews on 2 foot-based products. I know that a lot of people don't like looking at feet, so if you don't like looking at feet, this is not the video for you. So I will be showing you copious amounts of feet pictures. They are not that gross because obviously this is a fail review and these 2 products really didn't work well for me at all. So if you want to skip through the feet bits, as soon as it cuts away, it's going to be straight into feet, but I will leave a little note where you can skip all of the feet bits. So I've been wanting to do a foot peel for quite a long time, and I read heaps of reviews saying that the Moly Super Peeling Liquid is actually a very good foot peel. If you haven't seen any of the foot peeling videos or reviews before, this is like a little booty that you fill with acid and it peels the skin off your feet. And it's not as hideously gross as it seems. It doesn't hurt or anything like that. It's perfectly safe. But it is supposed to peel off a lot of dead skin off your foot, so you get really pretty baby feet, which is awesome for summer, of course. And as a lot of you know, I am on isotretinoin, which is also known as Accutane and Roaccutane. So I did have to get my dermatologist's permission to use this foot peel, because if you are on high doses of isotretinoin, it is very, very much recommended that you do not do chemical peels on your face or your feet or anywhere else, because your skin is really thin and it's really fragile and you could seriously damage it. So I am on 20 milligrams of isotretinoin per week, so that's 2 pills of 10 milligrams per week. It's a really, really low dosage of the acne medication, and next week I'll be on to 1 pill, so I'll be down to 10 milligrams, which is very exciting. So I hope to be entirely off the medication in another 6 weeks, and hopefully my skin stays nice. That's the whole point of reducing the medication slowly. But I was able to now do this foot peel because I'm down to such a low dosage. So let's get into it. The product description for the Moly Super Peeling Liquid Shiny Foot says, prep your feet for sandal weather. This product helps painlessly remove and improve dry patches and rough calluses from the soles of your feet. The unique formula, fortified with fruit extract, is a gentle way to remove layers of dead skin cells. Achieve baby soft feet. How to use. Place plastic socks around each foot. Pour and distribute the liquid into each plastic sock equally. Tie the plastic sock with ties located at the top of the sock. Wait approximately 1 hour. Try to avoid walking while waiting. Next, remove plastic socks, preferably in the shower or tub, to avoid any potential spillage, and discard. Thoroughly rinse off with cool water. In about 4 to 6 days, the soles of your feet and calluses will begin to peel away. Do not forcefully peel the skin, let it roll off naturally. Alright, so let's take a look at my feet. Do not look at this if you do not like feet. This foot peeling treatment comes in a little box, and inside the box there is some booties, 2 sachets of the acid, and a little sample of foot cream. Each side of these sachets is filled with enough liquid for each foot, and they come with instructions on the back. These also include little plastic booties with a cotton lining that is super hard to see. I really like that these booties have a tie top and a little sticker tab so that you can get a good fit to your foot and you can walk around in them. So all you do is take 1/2 of the foot peeling liquid and pour it into one of the boots. The liquid is quite cold at first, but it's not uncomfortable. Then tie up the boot as tight as you can so that no liquid escapes, and pull the little sticker tab so you get a really good fit to your foot. And then obviously you do the same on the other side. I tried to show you what was inside the boot, but you can't really see anything other than my foot and some liquid, which is pretty much what's inside the boot. You can also see how much liquid there is. There is quite a lot of liquid in these packets, and you can see it sort of like sloshing around my ankles there. So I was able to walk around in these boots with no problems at all, but they do make a really funny sloshing noise, which I think you can just hear over the top of the hold music that I forgot about. After wearing these for an hour and a half, you take them off and then rinse your feet with cold water. So this is what my feet looked like before I used the treatment. There are some dry patches around my heels and on my toes. You can also see a really big chunk of dry skin on my pinky toe. So on about the second day, I noticed that my toes were peeling a little bit, but it's only really small flakes of skin and it's mostly in between my toes, which I know is super gross, but this is a foot peeling video. And then on the third day, the top of my toe has peeled a little bit more, but nothing else so far really. My feet do feel a little bit dry, but that's about it. And then on the fourth day, I was away from home and there was a bath there, so I took a bath, and then when I got out, my feet looked like this. So there was heaps of dead skin because I didn't think to exfoliate my feet while I was in the bath because it was only like day 4. And I wasn't really expecting the bath to actually help them peel at all. But the peeling isn't very deep, it's only a really small amount of skin that's actually coming off, and it's only around the perimeter of my heel and the big toe. And that is it. Apologies for the lighting and the camera. I'm using my phone because obviously I was away from home and I wasn't prepared for this. So the next morning I jumped in the shower and just scrubbed my feet with a regular loofah, and the majority of the dead skin did come off. And for the rest of it, I was pretty much just able to rub it right off my feet. And that was it. That was all that happened. That was all my feet did. So this is what my feet look like after 3 weeks. No more dead skin came off, there was no other exciting result, and my skin actually looks pretty terrible. My feet still look really dry, there's still patches, but it's not really peeling, it's not peeling like I would expect it or how other people's feet have peeled. My feet just look really dry. And on that other foot, that chunk of skin that was loose before I did the peel on my pinky toe, it's still there. So I don't actually know what happened to my feet, but they look worse than they did to start with, which is really disappointing. So it has been 3.5 weeks since I actually did this foot peel, and my feet still look as bad as they did before I did the peel, which is really weird. I thought it would take off a lot more dead skin than this. And the annoying thing is that my feet are still peeling, like they still look like they have dead skin, or like I need to go at it with a pumice stone or something like that, because they do look, they just look dry and they look gross, and the whole purpose of doing a foot peel is to peel away the dead skin cells, and there clearly are dead skin cells still there. So I'm not sure if it's because I could have left it on for longer. I did wait 1.5 hours, which is what the instructions on the back of this packet say to do. I followed all of the instructions necessary, and it really didn't work for me, and I'm really disappointed by it because it cost me about, I think it was $20 to $25 in New Zealand money to buy this, and I really don't think that it's worth it. I think I'm also quite disappointed because I've seen heaps of other reviews with amazing results, and I just wanted to have really pretty feet, and they're not pretty, and I've just sort of wasted money on it. So now I'm going to talk about the Holika Baby Silky Foot Mask Sheet, because this was like $10, and I didn't want to do a whole entire separate video because a lot of people, like I said, do not like feet, and this one is quite a short sort of review, but it still sucked. So the product description says, foot mask manages thickened foot horn intensively and treats tired foot into fresh and moist feet. Highly enriched essential foot mask which makes your feet feel fresh and moist. Did I just say the same thing twice? Directions. Wash your feet cleanly and then dry them. Divide the foot mask into 2 pieces along the dotted line and put your foot into the non-woven fabric, wet with essence, and wear it. After wearing the foot sheet mask, please massage your feet for the essence to be absorbed. After 15 to 20 minutes, remove the foot mask sheet and tap remaining essence for softly absorption. Use it as a disposable item. This foot mask comes in a little tear top package, and inside the package are 2 pre-moistened booties. So these ones are pretty easy to use. You unfold the boots and then tear down the dotted line to separate the boots. The boots are made of an outer plastic layer which keeps the moisture from seeping out of the boot, and it has a cotton-like material on the inside which houses the foot treatment. They're so easy to use. Obviously you just put your foot in the boot and then off you go. These boots don't have any ties around the top, which I did find a little bit annoying. So I ended up putting socks over top of the boots and then my slippers on as well so I could walk around. I could actually walk really comfortably, and the socks help the boots stay on. I left this treatment on for an hour, even though it said to only leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes. When I took the little booties off, there was still treatment in there, so I think I probably could have left them on for longer. And initially, my feet felt a little bit softer than normal, but not really groundbreakingly soft. After my feet dried off and the treatment was all absorbed, my feet didn't really feel that much different, and they didn't look different either. So this is what my feet look like before I use the treatment. I do have some dryness on my heels and on my toes as well. And this is what they look like after the treatment. There is a little hydration to the dry patches, but nothing spectacular. Even though I wore this for an hour, it really did nothing to my feet, and I just think that I could use almost any other lotion or cream that I have in my drawers right now and get a better result. So why did I pay $10 for this? So for both of these products, I love that they are really fun to use. Putting your feet into little like booties and walking around is actually pretty fun. It's not really a gimmick, but it doesn't mean it's any less fun to use. I don't love that for the Tony Moly foot peel, my feet actually didn't really peel at all. I think that I could have gotten better results by using a bit of pumice rather than actually paying $25 for this. And my feet actually look worse after 3 weeks than they did before I used this peel. And for the Holika mask, my feet went soft. So I am more disappointed with the results of the Tony Moly foot peel than I am of the Holika foot mask, because I think when I bought the Holika one, I didn't really think it was going to work that well. I just more bought it out of curiosity because it looked like a fun product to use. But since I'd already read a lot of reviews saying that the Tony Moly foot peel was the best foot peel to use, I think I'm more disappointed in that because I'm actually jealous of the effects that everybody else has had. Seeing everybody else peel all of that nasty skin off their feet is really satisfying, but I didn't get those results. My feet still look gross. And because I also am quite hard on my feet, I do stand up quite a lot at work, so they do need to look a little bit prettier than they do at the moment. So I am really disappointed by the effects of the foot peel because it didn't peel. I mean, like around the edge of my heel peels slightly, but like there was a whole bunch of loose skin on my pinky toe and it just stayed there, like it didn't come off. It's an acid peel. It's a bit like the dead skin was already there, and after 3 weeks it's still there. So I don't know what to do with that. So for the Tony Moly foot peel, I'm not sure if I would try this again. I know that there is a Holika one-shot peeling foot mask that is supposed to be quite good as well, so I might try that next time. And there are some tips on how to use them to their full potential, like soaking your feet before using them and soaking your feet every night to help the peeling. But it's a bit excessive, you know, like I should be able to follow the directions on the foot peel mask and it should work, and it didn't. So I mean, I might try it again if the Holika one is also terrible, but I don't know, I'm really disappointed by this one. And for the Holika baby sheet mask, I wouldn't use this and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody because it literally does nothing. It is fun, I mean, if you're having like a girly night and you're wanting to have everybody have like a little foot spa, it's fun, it's cute, it's disposable, it's easy to use, but it really doesn't do anything. You're probably better off just using any old like face cream on your feet and it would work better than this. So that's the end of this really disappointing fail post. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this review, and I'll see you next time with hopefully something that is more enthusiastic and happy.